Gate and William's wealth laid bare in stunning rental cost of Kensington Palace. Gate and Prince William's home, Kensington Palace, would cost £1.6 million a month if it was put on the rental market, according to a new study. Accommodation experts' luxury hotel used the real estate rental formula of taking 1.1% of a property's overall value to calculate how much it would cost to rent each of the royal family's residences. Their analysis estimates to rent Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge's London home for a single year you would need to fork out £19.4 million. Kensington Palace, in central London, comprises multiple wings and royal apartments, which have been home to numerous high-profile royals over the years, including Princess Diana. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge live in apartment 1A when they are not staying at Enmore Hall, their country manor in Norfolk. Apartment 1A is a 4-story mansion set within the palace, which has 3 bedrooms and its own nursery. According to the study, it ranks as the 5th most expensive royal residence to rent. Topping the list as the most expensive royal residence to rent out is Buckingham Palace. If you wanted to live like the Queen though, you'd have to have deep pockets, as the research suggests that the 775-room palace, which is valued at £1.3 billion, could go on the rental market at £13.3 million a month. This means it would fetch over £175 million a year in rent. Spanning 77,000 square meters, the Queen's central London residence boasts an endless number of staterooms, ballrooms and bedrooms. It is also the site that features the famous balcony on which the royal family gather to greet crowds at major events, including Trooping the Colour, and royal weddings. The data found that, after Buckingham Palace, Highgrove House, Sandringham House and Windsor Castle would be the priciest royal homes to rent. Windsor Castle, where the Queen spent Christmas for the 2nd year in a row, would cost £10.4 million a month to rent and £125 million a year. The Berkshire Royal Residence spans over 54,000 square meters and boasts nearly a millennium of royal history and architecture. It would cost as much to rent Windsor Castle for a month as it would to buy 40 average UK homes outright. While Sandringham House in Norfolk, where the royal family traditionally spends Christmas, is the 3rd most expensive royal residence to rent. The estate would fetch £8.5 million a year on the rental market, and over £102 million a year. In 4th place is Prince Charles and his wife Camilla's Highgrove House in Gloucestershire, which would cost £8.5 million a month to rent. The country mansion features 9 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms and is surrounded by acres of organically farmed land and stunning gardens. Clarence House, the official London residence of Charles and Camilla, is on the lower end of the scale when it comes to royal rents, fetching £1.7 million a month. While Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's property in Montecito, California would fetch £121,000 a month in rent. As well as the 9 bedrooms within the property, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's home also boasts a gym and spa complete with its own sauna, a home cinema, arcade, and games room. A spokesperson for Luxury Hotel commented on the findings, "Each of the royal properties is of immense historic and aesthetic value, representing decades, sometimes centuries, of regal tradition and culture. Royal residences are ultimately priceless because of their prominent histories and the extensively famous people who have lived within their walls, and the stratospheric sums that estates such as Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle would fetch on the rental market reflect just how important these properties are to the culture and history of the nation." Decades, sometimes centuries, of regal tradition and culture. Royal residences are ultimately priceless because of their prominent histories and the extensively famous people who have lived within their walls, and the stratospheric sums that estates such as Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle would fetch on the rental market reflect just how important these properties are to the culture and history of the nation.